Hello, I'm Thomas Burke.
And I'm Sarah No.
And this is EMW 8 o'clock news.
Tonight on EMW News, a giant 780-pound alligator has been found in Florida. Local authorities have taken over the situation and are currently distributing the meat to local restaurants. Big news today for our Federal Reserve, as Harriet Tubman is set to replace Andrew Jackson on the $20 bill. This marks a great change in American currency, and the change is set to go into effect by 2020. In other news, Trump and Hillary have won the New York primaries, and Binghamton professor William Spangler flips classroom. All the students are getting headaches. Now over to Gina with the weather.
Thanks, Sarah. Now for today's forecast, it's going to be rain, 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 and gray, 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 just like any other day in Binghamton. For the weekend, there's a projected hurricane with the eye of the storm right over Wegmans. So if you want your subs, you better load up fast. That's all I have for today. Now back to Tom.
Thanks, Gina. We have a special EMW news report. An epidemic hits Binghamton. Students on the Binghamton University campus are coming together to sue Sodexo for an outbreak of food poisoning. Students claim it runs in their genes, literally.
Students began experiencing symptoms late last week, and those symptoms continue to worsen as each day passes. This recent issue has caused the demand for toilet paper to skyrocket, and custodians in the residence halls have begun to file complaints. We have our field expert, Hunter Ryder, interviewing students on site. Hunter, what are you seeing right now? Hunter!
Oh, thanks, Sarah. The Binghamton campus has actually been hit really hard with the epidemic this past week. We're actually here with Binghamton student Andrew Choi has fallen victim to the virus. So, Andrew, how have you been affected by the epidemic?
Well, my stomach has been in knots lately, and it feels like a colonial woman has been churning butter in my stomach, if that makes sense. I went to UHS walk-in hours, and there was actually a lot of Binghamton students there with the same problem, and it's just been really hard to get through school, and my stomach has been awful.
Wow, that really must stink. So, what did they do to you at UHS?
Well, they checked my temperature, and they actually prescribed me adult diapers, so it's been quite helpful.
Oh, really? So, are you considering suing Sodexo like a majority of Binghamton University students are?
Yes, I am, actually. I have to go to the bathroom now. Thank you.
Well, I guess that's all we got here. Now, back to you guys at the studio.
We actually have an FDA regulator here with us today via video chat, Mr. Anthony Daninis, who has some more insight on the food poisoning situation. Anthony, great to have you here today with us.
Thanks, Tom. It's great to be here.
So, what have you discovered thus far in regards to this recent dilemma within the Sodexo company?
Well, we found that the same bacteria, E. coli, that's recently been found in some of Chipotle's products has currently been discovered in some of Sodexo's foods. We're still doing extensive research on this topic, but we currently believe that this is the cause of most of the symptoms students have currently been facing.
Have you done any investigation on how this problem can be solved?
Yes. So we've decided currently to put all Sodexo's products on a temporary hold while we continue to investigate the situation. As a replacement, students will be excited to find that we've contacted several five-star dining restaurants in local locations. We plan on replacing the dining hall foods with catering for that time being.
Wait. Am I hearing this correctly? Professor Spangler of Binghamton University has decided to cancel his final exam. Students will now be able to go home days earlier, and they sure are ecstatic.
That is some great news for those in Spangler's flipped classroom. Spangler is truly a generous professor, and I hope his students are grateful for that.
I can second that one, Tom. Well, folks, that's all we have for tonight. Tune in to EMW Alive at 5 tomorrow to listen in on the presidential debate. This is Sarah No signing off.
Thanks for tuning in, ladies and gentlemen. And don't forget to stay classy, Binghamton.